So today I'm going to be talking about exercise in recovery from an eating disorder and how you must go cold turkey on exercise if you want to recover fully. Now this is the case for both those who do have an exercise compulsion, where they feel like they have to exercise to eat, or they feel bad if they don't exercise. And this also applies to those who don't have an exercise compulsion. Now I'll talk first in general about the benefits of not exercising when you are in your recovery process. Now the aim of recovering is to get out of the energy deficit that you have put your body through by restricting. We want to do nutritional rehabilitation and we want to do neural rewiring. These are the two main parts of recovery that you should be going through. This involves eating lots of food and resting a lot so that our bodies can repair from the amount of restriction that they've gone through. Now, if you are allowing yourself to eat lots of food but you still go out and exercise, your body is going to be at war with itself, and the energy that you are trying to gain from all this food that you're eating will then be burnt off through the exercise. So this will make it harder and longer for you to recover. Now it's especially important to cut out exercise if you do have an exercise compulsion, and these are very common. If you do not cut out the exercise and you continue with it, then your brain will not be able to rewire and fully recover. Part of the compulsion for many people is that they need to exercise so they don't put on weight. And like many eating disorders, the obsession is around body image and around weight. Just like you would be stopping your other compensatory behaviours in your eating disorder, such as restricting your food, you also have to stop with the other compulsions, such as purging and such as exercise. Now, I know that exercise compulsions can be really hard to get out of and to recover from, so I will give you a few tips on how I personally stopped my compulsions of exercise. I went cold turkey on exercise and this helped me to recover. Now, the first thing I did is I was signed up with a gym, and I decided to cancel my gym subscription so that I wouldn't be tempted to go there. This was the main place that I would go to exercise, and by removing my ability to go there, it stopped much of the temptation. Now, at the start of my recovery, this didn't take away all of my possibility to exercise, because I was also running outside and I was also doing things like parkrun. So for me it was really about being strong enough to sit down, eat food, and to not get up and go and exercise. Recovery from an eating disorder isn't easy, and it's not meant to feel easy. It's meant to feel really tough. You are challenging many of your thoughts and your compulsions and these behaviours that you've had for however long you've had your eating disorder. And so rewiring these is really tough. But that's why I make videos like this, to try and give you some motivation to stop your compulsions. I know that there are many people who will go throughout their recovery process and they will still be exercising, but they'll be light exercising, and they will justify this because it's not intensive like they used to do it, and they think that it's going to be healthy for them to do some light exercise. And I know that actually a lot of treatment centres don't completely tell their clients not to exercise, and I think this is the wrong move, because those with exercise compulsions will be thriving off the potential to still exercise even a little bit. And even this small amount of exercise is going to keep you stuck with the compulsion and not be able to rewire your brain. The healthiest thing for you and your recovery is going to be not exercise in any way. No intentional exercise. That's actually going to be healthiest for you, because your body needs to rest and it needs to repair. And it doesn't matter how long you've restricted food or how long you've had an eating disorder, your body still needs to repair itself, and it has a lot of resting to do. So exercising won't help in any way. This doesn't mean that you can't never exercise ever again, but hopefully by doing this and stopping your exercise cold turkey, it will allow you to in the future enjoy exercise and not force yourself to exercise, and only exercise when you want to. It's about having a good relationship with it. So I'm recovered, but I never went back to the gym because I don't actually enjoy it, and I think that the reason I went there was entirely due to my eating disorder. For me now, as a recovered person, the most exercise I'll do is go out for a walk for some fresh air. But if you're in recovery from your eating disorder, you need to limit your exercise. If you want to go out and get fresh air, then you can go and sit down outside somewhere and try and limit your walking. I realise I went slightly off track with the tips for stopping these exercise compulsions, but the next tip is to get rid of any fitness trackers that you have. So if you have any fitness watches, the health app on your phone, which tells you how many steps you've done and how much exercise you've done, you need to not look at that. All of these fitness trackers are just going to keep you within these compulsions. So getting rid of them allows you to not be tempted by these and removes the extra possibility of you tracking your exercise. The next tip I want to mention, and this is something that I did to stop myself from compulsively exercising, is to make your space inside as comfy as possible for you. Now, during your recovery, you are going to be eating a lot of food and doing a lot of sitting down. So the best thing for you to do is make your living arrangements as comfy as you can. I would make it so my sofa was inviting, it was comfy, it had blankets, and that I had things to do within my house that wouldn't involve me going outside. The next tip is, if you do have to go somewhere which involves doing exercise, then if possible ask someone else to do that for you so that you can prioritise you and eating and sitting down. And if there are things where you could drive instead of walk, then choose the driving option. We basically want to remove any of those compulsions in you that are telling you, okay, let's go for a walk because I need to go to the shop, but actually someone could do that for you, or you could get a food delivery. Anyway, I hope these tips helped, and I hope that me talking about exercise and going cold turkey on exercise will give you the motivation to stop your exercise throughout your recovery and to understand the importance of resting for your body. Only good things are going to come from you resting, and only bad things will come for you continuing to exercise. So if you want me to talk on any other topics in eating disorder recovery, then let me know by leaving a comment down below, and please like this video and subscribe. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.